I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. All right, guys, we're doing a fun one today. We are going to be covering your spiritual giftings. Plural, singular, I don't know. Don't know what the cards are going to say. But we've got 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is this transformation card. And you have rose quartz. Pile 2 is this divine timing card. And you have green aventurine. Pile 3 is go with the flow. And you have ocean jasper. Let me get that to... not getting a huge, great view of that, but it's really beautiful. It's got some blue tones. It looks like waves almost. Goes very well with that card. And then if you want to pick with your zodiac, we are going to get those. And since I never do the middle one first, we're going to go for pile number 2 first. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Capricorn. And we'll jump to pile 3 now. Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, and Sagittarius. And last but not least, pile 1, Gemini, Aries, Pisces, and Libra. So go ahead, take your time, pause if you need to. Timestamps are down in the description, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, pile 1, you have your rose quartz. And Pisces, Libra, Gemini, and Aries, if you chose to pick with your zodiacs. And the transformation card. All right, let's see. We're going to go backwards. All right, this one first. Bloom. Mystery. Oh, look at our numbers, 11 and 22. Hallowed Heart. Soul Travel. And Turn On Switch. All right. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So if you are into numerology, we've got 11, 22, 30, 26. I don't believe this one has a number. Nope, no number. So far, I'm already receiving that you've got this transmutation gift from your heart. It comes from your heart. It's like your love transforms others. Got this blooming, a lot of this blooming, this flower coming out, these flowers coming out of the heart, the bloom card. A lot of, you know, you give care and love to a plant, right? And the plant will then hopefully bloom for you if it's a flowering plant. Vulnerability, vulnerability. Your type of love and being vulnerable and open really is what transforms these people around you. Don't know if you see it or not. You might. I definitely also get these 2 cards going together with mystery and soul travel. So there's a lot of different beliefs in regards to soul travel. There's astral projection, some people call it Ekankar, other people call it, yeah, some people believe that's what's happening when you're dreaming. Uh, gosh, basically the ability to leave your body, and have your awareness be elsewhere. And I do feel that this mystery card has a lot to do with that. It's a mysterious gift. It might be something that you have not tried yet. But they're pointing for you to do this. And I feel like that's the mystery behind it. Also, it could be that this is just a more mysterious thing to most people. And so it's different, it might be, causing love to help people grow and causing love, bringing out your love from your heart, being vulnerable, all that, helping people grow. Like that's kind of a more obvious, most people can understand that. Not everyone understands soul travel. So that's kind of how I feel like it's connecting to this mystery card. I do want to read the back of this card. So this is, this deck is, let me get this on here, Mediumship Training Deck, and it's 50 practical tools for developing your connection to the other side. So I really am kind of using it to say, what's your thing that you are good at and that you should develop more? And it has a whole bunch of stuff on this side. So I'll go ahead and read it to you. Got my glasses. Successful communication between the two realms occurs when the medium is completely prepared in body, mind, and spirit and ready to serve, which reminds me of your heart. Very much ready to give love, to help grow. Let the spirit world know you're ready to work by having your own personal turn-on switch ritual. Interesting. A turn-on switch can be any ritual that resonates specifically with you. It could be a prayer, a meditation, a mantra, a special song, lighting a candle, reading a book, or even dancing. Since it is your switch, make it personal to you. Having the same ritual empowers you and becomes part of your unique process as you prepare to open yourself to spirit communication. Working with spirit is, in a sense, a partnership. Your special turn-on switch is not just meant for you. It's also a signal to those in spirit. It lets them know you're prepared and ready to begin. You've taken a breath. Let go of the day, let go of you and what is yours. Slowed down your mind and made room for the spirit world. You've opened and expanded your aura, and you're now welcoming them to draw close and blend with you. Take your time choosing your personal turn-on switch, or maybe you already have one. Once you start this practice or ritual and realize what it represents, it's likely to become an important and fundamental part of your spiritual practice that can be used for the rest of your life. So, in all honesty, I'm going to say you probably have one. You probably already have. It may not be obvious to you. It could just be that you take a deep breath and then go into that space, right? It could be as simple as that, but being more mindful of it and realizing the specificity. Did I say that right? Using a certain word or being mindful in your breath and coming into that place. Example from me is that prayer that I do at the beginning of every single pick a card. It's kind of my coming into this space. So now I'm kind of thinking we should go into maybe how to better implement things. See if there's any specific way Spirit wants to guide you with this. So I'm going to open up to that. Okay, so immediately the first thing I saw was how this now looks like a leaf, like the veins of a leaf. And I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and... There you go. And that kind of speaks to me of nature. And also with this card, she's out in nature. Okay. So I actually just got like a I don't know if you're into like herbal remedies and stuff, but or herbal medicine of any kind, but taking something that like a chamomile tea, yeah, taking something, and this can be part of the ritual, is having this tea before you dive into this. And I actually do feel that they connect now. There's now a connection. You might try focusing on your gift of love, right? Your gift of being open and vulnerable and loving into the soul travel. So have the intent. So take your tea, have the intent of wanting to be of service, of wanting to give and be loving, and see where that takes you. See, yeah, okay. Some people, some people, this does take work. It takes a repeated effort to have it happen. So do not feel like it's not your gift if it doesn't happen right away. Please know that. For others, it's like just happens. There's like no control. It just happens. Um, but yeah, there's some kind of calming activity to help you get into that state where, from my own experience, you have to be able to fully relax. Now, I haven't been able to fully relax in years because of my own physical body health, but if you can manage this, you're able to pop out of your body better, easier, faster to completely let go and to relax. And so yeah, they're encouraging your ritual being something that relaxes you. Could be a bubble bath right before, could be tea. I am focused on the tea, or maybe even if you are going to do some kind of bathing, to incorporate like some kind of natural scents into it. Lavender, put some lavender by your bed, stuff like that. They want you to bring nature into it somehow. Yeah. I mean, I've even got, look at this. You've even got this flower, this daisy, and daisy here as well. Actually, that could also be chamomile. They look very similar. Just one's a lot smaller. But it's on the third eye, right? And so that signifies vision. And you might look up Google, if you have not heard of it, you might look up bilocation. I do feel like that's a portion of this as well. Bilocation is not quite the same thing as astral projection. Um, Bilocation is more along the lines of almost using the imagination. So it's like you start off using the imagination, and then the imagination takes over and has its own way. And that's when it flips, because you're no longer in control and you're just kind of watching, right? So it's similar to all that. It's hard for me to explain that one. It's similar to all this. If you have a better explanation, please share it. But so bilocation, astral projection, Eckankar, if that's another, I think it's an ECK, Eckankar. Yeah. So yeah, you have all these spiritual gifts, but they do want to actually, they're calling me back to the first one, which is your love, your way of loving. It is overlooked way too much. It is overlooked, the gift that you are, because of the way that you love. People people might see you as meek and therefore weak, not strong. They might walk all over you because you're so very giving. There's the biggest message they're trying to come across is that this is not a small thing. This is not like, oh, everyone does that. No, no. These might seem, this soul travel and all that might seem more fantastical, but the love you give, that affects, that ripples out. Yeah, now I've got chills. That ripples out into the world and has a true transformation effect. So they really want you to see that and know that you are blessed and you are loved and they love how you are. Guides, whatever, whoever I'm receiving this from. They want me to mention angels. They want me to mention angels. They're receiving this from angels as well. For somebody out there. There's a connection for you. Okay, yeah, that's it, guys. I hope that this was fun for you and also a blessing. And I truly hope that regularly that you feel seen, loved, understood, heard, all those things. So much love to you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile 2 with your green Aventurine. Gorgeous little stone. And if you chose with your zodiacs, we've got Scorpio, oh my gosh. It's trying to come out too fast. Okay, Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, and Aquarius. And I almost said aquamarine. This is what happens when you only get 3.5 hours of sleep, guys. Okay, let's get into this. And your card was the Divine Timing card, which has this, looks like almost like an ocean inside the hourglass. All right, let's see what your cards say. We've got passion, uniqueness. Okay. Oop. Jinn, self-love, and creative expression. Interesting. Okay. Okay. As far as numerology goes, we've got 33, 12, 19, and 25. Uniqueness says unique, perfect, self, honor. And Jinn says wildness, enigma, service, and choices. Okay, first thing that I get is that there is something about you that you are not aware of and you can't control. This is not under your control. It's as if spiritual world is working with you, doing things through you that again you're not even aware of. But that is the divine timing part. That is like you'll just come up with something. You'll present something, you'll bring something to work, and it's just this, you have this timing where like people are like, oh, I just needed to hear that, or oh, this is perfect, this is what I needed. Or you may not even hear that, and it's just, but it's happening. So you are being used a lot. It is also within your, I've got this passion as creative expression coming together and also being unique. It's a uniqueness. Almost like maybe you're seen as being a little eccentric. And it might even be something that you just do for yourself. This creative expression and this passion card. It might be a self-love action that you take. But hold on, I'm seeing connections. So I'm seeing these lines connect to okay, so I feel a little absurd saying this. It's like everything you do is meant to be. It's like everything that you incorporate in your life and you're doing within this like creative expression, within your passion. It's like the spiritual world is connecting this to this and this and everything. It's got these like this. Actually, this is very much similar to what I'm seeing. Um, it spouts out to different things, and you are having an effect. And I don't think you're aware of it. You might be at some point. This might become an awareness. Become an awareness. Is that even the right way of saying that? It might become, it's always on the back burner though. It's not, you don't do it to affect other people, but it will. That's the better way of putting it. It's your churning within yourself, and that's where I'm getting this Jinn part. It's the churning within yourself, this creative expression that's needing to come out, and I don't know how you do it. There's so many different ways to be creative. I mean, painting, singing, poetry, like there's just so many ways. It could even just be like making hats for the homeless or like chemo people, for chemotherapy. There's now that is in an act of a service, it's service to somebody, but oh, there we go. Okay. And then, sorry, I'm a little bit scattered with this group. It puts your energy into what you're producing, and that's how it affects outwards. That's what it's doing. Your passion for what you create it gets mixed in and then goes outwards. It's almost like with this pile, I keep hearing them say, just live your life. Just live your life. Don't worry about all of this stuff because it's happening. You're just not always seeing it. It happens more often than you're aware of. You've seen specks here and there, but you don't realize. You can even think back now in your life and you still won't realize all the times you've affected people for the better, for the better. Okay, so I am going to read you. These cards are from this deck, the Mediumship Training Deck, 50 Practical Tools for Developing Your Connection to the Other Side. And they've got a whole section on like basically what to do, what could be helpful, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys. Creativity is not only a way of expressing your personality and spirit to the outside world. It is also a great way of disconnecting your analytical mind so that you can reconnect with the creative, expressive, and intuitive side of your brain. As children, we started our lives by freely using the more creative right side of our brain. As we got older, as a result of schooling and societal conditioning, there was a tendency to pull away from our right side and rely more on the intellectual left side of our brain. Intuition floats on the edge of creativity. So try doing something creative, such as taking a class where you can practice sketching, drawing, writing, painting, coloring, making pottery, or whatever works for you. Being creative can be quite meditative in its own way. As you develop your psychic and mediumship potential, it can help you to train yourself to let go of logic and trust the information you're receiving, whether it's psychic information or messages from spirit. Every psychic and medium uses the vast imaginative nature of the right brain to achieve a higher altered state. This is what is known as the artist's mind. This is a special place where communication is pure and authentic. You don't need to have an artistic ability to practice with creative methods and tools. Just making the effort and having fun will definitely help to stretch your spiritual abilities further than you can imagine. I do feel that you are a creative group, you guys. There's just too, I mean, passion coming out, uniqueness coming out. There's too much about this that says you're creative. Those of you that think maybe you're not super creative, or maybe you're even comparing yourself to other people that are like artists, baking is creating something, right? Doing little crafts is creating something. So it's just about expression and enjoying that expression. Letting go. I'm getting a lot of letting go. Letting go. Wildness. Wildness. Uniqueness. All the ness that is you. They're reminding me again to share with you guys, you can't see how far the waves go out. You can't see how far your effect has rippled out. Yeah. Okay, I just connected that. This whole Jinn thing, genie, basically the unknown, the hidden from sight, right? Elemental beings. That's again this whole idea of like you're not knowing how far your gifting is going. You're not understanding how you can't see it. You cannot see the effect that it has that ripples out. And I think they're really just asking you to concentrate on self-love. Concentrate on your creative expression, whatever it may be, and self-love, because they do tie in. They do. This can be a major time for you to holistically, body, mind, soul, let go and be free when you create. To just have that joy and almost that meditative state, get in the zone. It's going to be so good for you. Oh, yeah. Focus on self-love, focus on creation. What's your passion? Because no matter what, I mean, at some point you'll see it, but you're being used by the spirit world. Don't worry about it. They're definitely, they've got their lines, you know, everything's spreading out and touching and affecting, and yeah, you're good. Okay. I feel that that's come to a close. So, you guys, I hope this was fun. I hope this was a blessing for you. I hope that you regularly feel seen, loved, understood, cherished, all of those amazing things. So much love to you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile 3 with your ocean Jasper. Try as I might. Oh, you can see a little bit there. And if you chose with your zodiac, we have Cancer, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Taurus. Just stick those over there. And the card, Go with the Flow. And we will see about your giftings. Oh, upside down. Oh, Rejoice, Harvest. I got this one next. Belladonna Visions. Okay. All right. Rainbow Body. Wow. And Psychic Touch. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, as far as numerology goes, guys, what's the L? Is it 50? I think it's 50. So 64, 15, 28, and 23. And we've got with the harvest, it says abundance, gratitude, security, and patience. With Belladonna visions, it says caution, guidance, clarity, and stand firm. Okay, so we're actually going to go a little bit backwards. I've been reading these at the very end, and I am feeling called to read this now. So I will go ahead and read this now. These cards come from the deck, the Mediumship Training Deck, 50 Practical Tools for Developing Your Connection to the Other Side. And I will read this little, it says it has a bit of maybe stuff that could be helpful to help you with this specific thing. So I'll read it to you. Psychic touch. Energy is everywhere. You radiate energy. Rainbow body. A radio body, guys. Rainbow body. You radiate energy, leaving traces of your presence everywhere. Psychometry? Sorry, the word is divided up. Psychometry, I think is what that is the practice of using items infused with one's energy, enabling you to gain past and present information about that individual. Items like jewelry, clothing, or even a chair can have a strong presence of someone's energy, a bit like psychic imprint. This is a wonderful and easy technique to practice when you're developing your psychic and mediumship skills. To start, sit with someone and ask to hold an item of importance that belonged to the person's loved one in spirit. Open your awareness and allow your consciousness to connect with the item, and then feel if the spirit loved one who owned the item will make their presence known. When working with spirit, it's important to bring in evidence that can be validated to confirm the message you give. As you hold the item, see if you can sense the relationship of the spirit to the sitter. Perhaps you can sense what they like to do for a hobby or their career. Notice any physical details about the spirit that may come forward. Reach out to the spirit and see if you can connect with a name that's significant. When practicing with mediumship, don't be afraid to share every little detail of what you're receiving. You'll be surprised by the validation you may receive. You can also practice this technique with an object belonging to someone living. Sorry for I'm working on 3.5 hours of sleep, guys, so my vision's a little off. Anyway. So, I mean, that kind of almost covers everything we're looking at here. It's your visions, right? You can receive visions. The energy with this rainbow body, that everything leaves energy. And I mean, it is truly possible for things to be imbued with energy. I myself have come across some things that had a different, you just come into contact with it and it's like, whoa, what was that? I am getting this like pulling, this from Harvest card, pulling. Clarity, please. Clarity. Gathering in. Okay, so like gathering in all the intel, all the information, what you're receiving through visions, through words. And I'm going to venture to say, I don't believe this is just touching something. Like, I don't think it's just if you hold something, that's an option for you. That's something you could do. But I think this is just a part of your gifting. You receive visions, you can tell things about, so similar to what I'm doing, right? There is a encouragement to not have quite so much control, to let go and go with the flow. That's what this is about. And also I feel like the same with the Rejoice card. She's like in the flow. She's dancing and going all over. And it very much feels like when you're in the flow and you don't try and have control over it, you're not trying to grab the information, you're just going with it. That's how it comes more freely. I'll give kind of a little bit of an example, guys. Sometimes I will put the cards out and I'm like not receiving anything. And I'm looking at the cards and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to pause and go read the book on all of them because I don't know what's happening. And oftentimes what I hear, not just oftentimes, every time that happens, what I hear is just start talking. Just start talking and it'll start happening. So basically it's me like letting go and just going, okay, well, here we go. And then they do. And then they pour forth with information. There's more on this. Okay, what are we doing with this one? Clarity. Okay, so for you to also be aware of your own energy, because your energy, this might be my pile, guys. It's very, I'm hearing it's very similar to me. So I've explained in other videos, but my energy has a particular way of being where if something is given to me, I take it over. It's my energy. Like I don't have to charge my decks or clean them or whatever it is of others' energy. For some reason, my own energy just goes, okay, floop, and it's good. And I'm feeling that that's very similar for you. You've got the same. It's not a bad thing. I feel like I have to explain this. It's overpowering, but it's not a bad way. It's not like you're taking up other people's space and they're, no. It's just that it's powerful. It's just a powerful energy. And gosh, yeah, now I'm getting that you might even, this may not be everybody, but some of you might kind of withdraw because you have this natural inclination that that's what your energy is doing already. And so you kind of almost physically withdraw because you don't want to take people's space, right? You don't want to come off in that way. And this is all like behind the scenes. This is all subconscious. You might be at a point in your journey where you're aware of your power and you're perfectly fine with it. And that's great. I'm still trying to get there, guys. Like I'm working on it. But yeah, you leave an imprint very easily. Your energy sticks to things very easily. So they wanted to point that out. They wanted to say, maybe that's one of the reasons you're able to read so well on energies of other things is because you have an energy that does that. The more you let go, the faster it'll come. I mean, I keep hearing that. And I do, honestly. I feel like that's a reminder to myself as well. Oh, okay. And then also with this card, Belladonna Visions, it is suggesting that because energy is everything, and because it can be imbued into stuff, just for you to be mindful of that. You don't need to be scared at all or intimidated because you're extremely powerful. But be mindful that some energies aren't great. Some energies are not great. And I mean, we all get that. Have you ever walked into the room and you could feel the tension in the air, right? That's not a great energy. So they are suggesting to just go slow, be in the flow, but pay attention at the same time. There you go. Make sure you ask for clarity. If you ever feel like you need to question something, there's a reason you're questioning, right? So ask for clarity on things. Yeah. Are we coming to a close? It feels like it is coming to a close. Anything specific? A totem. Okay. A memento. Something. I am seeing this now. They are encouraging for some of you, this is not all of you, that you have something with you. Maybe you wear crystals, maybe you have a special necklace, maybe, you know, just something with you that you can go ahead and, okay, that's different for everybody. So for some people, it's protection. For other people, it's a reminder of their own power. But they're encouraging something that you can have with you, that you can wear, that will be a reminder of something. Now, that's for you to figure out, because general reading, I can't I can't tell you. You might even try imbuing your own into a piece of jewelry. Like they were talking about having a jewelry of someone else. Well, do it for yourself, right? Or, ooh, here's a good one. Here's fun. You don't want to put yourself into it. If you believe in guardian angels or your spirit team, whatever, ask them to do so. Ask them to put their energy into it and have it with you. Yep. Okay. That was it. That's what I needed to say. So energy has been cleared. Gosh, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's been fun for you and a benefit somehow. And I hope that you guys feel seen and heard and loved and understood and cherished and all those amazing things. And I will see you guys next time.